very, very well put together tornado, and it's no wonder that that stayed on the ground for near 40 minutes and headed out through Brimfield and Munson and Wilbraham and continued on. And again, we are not certain that it is still holding together.
I have to ask you, Pete.
Out through Douglas right now, but
we're nearing 5:45, and that was when the tornado warning was in effect. Has that been extended?
Yeah, we're still going with that until about 6:15.
So that's been extended to 6:15 in Worcester County, and the counties here you see on the bottom of your screen.
So you can see that. Yeah, if we go back to our graphic now.
It's an incredible video.
Yeah, that is incredible video.
Springfield, where, by the way, we did speak with law enforcement there in Springfield. About 30 minutes ago, they reported no injuries. So we're seeing damage there in Springfield with our video, but we're hearing no injuries. And I'm curious, too, Pete, you know, this is all happening so quickly. You talk about the 2 supercells, so there's a lot of action going out there. It is 5:45. We started talking about this at 3 o'clock. What's been sort of the timing, and how quickly has this been moving? The one that's really done the damage, the one to confirm touchdown.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. I'm sorry, I didn't get the tail end of that question.
Yeah, I know someone was talking to you. Do you know, I'm sort of curious about the timing here. When did we first start seeing some activity from this supercell that's been causing the problem, and how far and how quickly has it traveled east?
That's a great question, Kim. It actually changed hands. We were talking about the thunderstorm that was out near Springfield, and then we were talking about one that evolved just outside of Worcester. So we're talking about 2 separate ones. One we picked up around 3 o'clock, and we've been carrying that through since then. The other one kind of just evolved on the southern end of the other thunderstorm, so it almost kind of spawned off of the one we were talking about. So there have been 2 separate cells that we've been talking about since about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the case of the one right around Springfield. But 2 supercell thunderstorms taking all the action now. Live pictures from Worcester. You're seeing a vivid lightning display, another classic signature of the supercell. But we're seeing just a lot of gray sky. No distinct signatures. We don't have a whole lot in the way of bearings on where we are, north, south, east, west, but I assume we're just kind of in the grips of a heavy rain band that's sweeping in with this cell right now in Worcester.
Pete, I have a lot of people emailing and asking in the Boston area, you know, Metro West, closer to the city, what should they be doing right now? They're not, you know, they have plans. It's not too bad here, but are they okay to go out and about?
No, I think, you know, it's safe to say that you need to stay.
New tornado warning extended for this original supercell, the southern supercell.
This answers the question right here. Go ahead,
6:30. New tornado warning for southeastern Worcester County. It includes the city of Worcester as well as Milford now. Norfolk County, you are now under a tornado warning. This includes the city of Franklin. And again, this is until 6:30. Doppler radar still tracking a tornado. This is 5:41. This is fresh. Near Millbury, moving east at about 35 miles per hour. So the National Weather Service still has great concern for that supercell about 11 miles to the south of the city of Worcester itself. Tornado warning extended. So we're talking southeastern Worcester County, Norfolk County, and extreme northeastern Windham County in northern Connecticut, and south central Middlesex County in Massachusetts as well. So again, basically along the Mass Pike and to the south toward Milford. It's near Millbury right now, heading east at about 35 to 40 miles per hour. And this is the same supercell that's been on the ground in the Springfield area. So now we're talking over 40 miles, perhaps.
So now we're talking about Whitensville with a possible rotation in Whitensville.
And what you're seeing on the screen right now, the tornado, it's probably just the one tornado reported in all of these cities. Westfield, Springfield, Munson, Agawam, Brimfield, and Sturbridge. So again, this is rare. I mean, we don't normally see tornadoes on the ground this long. These are what we call long-lived tornadoes. Usually they're only around for about 10 minutes. And we've been with you for
hours.
2 hours, 2.5 hours with this one thunderstorm. So again, tornado warning, south central Middlesex County, southeastern Worcester County, and Norfolk County. You need to execute your safe plan. That right there, that's why they've extended the tornado warning in Worcester County. That's what it looked like in Springfield. We have not received any home video closer to our part of the world, but we have reports of damage Cars flipped over at Interstate 85 in the Sturbridge area as it crossed Interstate 84. Check that. Interstate 84 within the last 45 minutes to an hour. So again, tornado warning until 6:30.
Yeah, that's where we had an eyewitness report. A gentleman in a car. He said that he saw damage 6 football fields wide in that exact area you just spoke of in the Sturbridge area, and no power, telephone poles down, and then the Monson, where we also believe that the tornado we just confirmed there and showed you in the graphic that tornado touched down. We had a police officer tell us a couple of homes were completely gone on Main Street. So we don't have any pictures of that, but we are getting those kinds of reports as you take a live look at Boston right now.
And Pete, you were talking about that, the concern for people in the city, right outside the city. What should they be doing?
Important, Francis. Yeah, I mean, right now we're okay, and you're okay out through Newton. You're all right out through Marlboro. You're north of all the action right now, anywhere from the Mass Pike 495 interchange points north through the Merrimack Valley. It's okay to go about your business, but just keep in mind that, you know, there'll be lightning, there'll be some downpours too, but we're not looking at tornadic thunderstorms in your neighborhoods around Boston, even towards Hingham and up into Lynn, back through Newton, Marlboro, and points north to Lawrence and Newburyport. I mean, we've been stressing everywhere around Milford and Southbridge and Brimfield, and we've been talking about those areas, and we don't mean to ignore you if you're around Boston and any points around the city or points north. It's just that this is taking most of our energy and most of our time, because this is the most important point to get across, is that these people need to take cover and you need to be aware of what's going on around you. But as far as going about your business, yes, it's okay for now, but just watch these storms. They're headed eastbound, and they're generally from Worcester to Milford right now, and so maybe the South Shore in another hour will be getting a glancing shot through Quincy and Norwood and down into Randolph. But you know, we're watching the storm right around Milford and back into Northbridge, Upton and Uxbridge and Millville, and it seems to be waning a little bit. There is some sign that that storm is weakening. We can no longer say that this has a tornado on the ground, and that's confirmed. Certainly there may be rotation in the cloud, but as far as that actually having a tornado in Whitensville and Minden, can't say that. There is rotation detected outside of Spencer right now with this storm, and near Brookfield, where we're seeing a little bit of a tail to this storm, and maybe if that starts to hook around a little bit,
and that's
we might
the purple color, right? Just for us to watch out for them.
You know what that is? It's the icon, Francis. It's spinning right there. That's where we're seeing the rotation. The purple is the intense downpour, maybe the small hail being reported. So, yeah, when you're looking at radar, we're mostly showing you precipitation, and then we put the icons there where we find maybe a hail shaft, a hail area, or we have rotation or spin.
Any severe weather at all? So Boston Police Department has said for people to get off ball fields.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
Yeah, what about north? Like, if you've talked about South Shore, what's going on north sort of Boston along that area? You said don't panic, don't.
No.
Okay, go about your business, but don't go to soccer practice. I mean, this is the situation.
Yeah, you know what? Play it by ear. I mean, you know, lightning in vicinity. Of course, you want to get off the field, but.